Comes a new challenger.
Two of the biggest lab monsters are about to get it going.
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. The cross-up connects. Denies the attack and the throw hits. Now the fun begins. All right, what's coming up next? The jump in catches him. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Solid blocking. Takes a trip. From up above. Very solid corner switch. Sticks the jump in. Throws him to negate the block. Will we see a drive impact? Cannon spike? Oh God, this is tense. There's the impact. Not KO. Player 2 with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out? Good awareness on the crosser. Sees it coming and blocks it out. That drive impact doesn't get through. Still very early in the round. Breaks the block with a throw. Knockdown and hits him with a stopping block. Super art on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Shows a medium kick. A parry? Jumps? Jumps in. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. They were expecting that cannon spike. Slasher. Are we going to see a comeback here? That combo finishes it. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. So, what are our fighters planning in this opening round?
Merde.
Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Still slugging it out here.
Merde.
What are they thinking here? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. All right, they throw them into the corner. They're looking to keep the pressure on and do some damage. Opts for the throw, takes a trip. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Bops him with a target combo. Can't tech the throw. That drive impact is blocked. Knockdown and
too bad.
Big throws. Side switch in the corner. KO.
Putain, je fais des mauvaises décisions. Hein.
Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Hits them with a stopping block. Jumps up. Caught in the cross-up. Solid throw tech. Grabs him. All right, what's coming up next? Rips the slasher out. Going in. Blocks the impact. Player 1 needs to use the corner here. Still scrapping for control of the space. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. A drive impact could end it all here. That back throw was huge.
Putain, enfoiré.
Player 2 brings it home.
Putain. Putain. Faut que je retourne à 20 000 là.
comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Tries to bait him with the projectile. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. The impact gets blocked. Blocks the low heavy. Parries the attack. Opts for the throw. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in?
Yeah.
Tricky territory here. Prayer 2
Yeah.
is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Heading into the end game now, it's get KO.
Putain.
Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Goes with the projectile for their opening shot. Sonic boom! Shoots off a fireball up close. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Jumps up. Somersault.
Yeah.
Knockdown and the low heavy is denied. What'll happen here? Rips the slasher out. Smart play with the throw. Looking for a chance. This unleashes some big damage. Throws them. Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily on their drive. Ooh, what a smart throw. Will we see a drive him? Back to the godlike parry. Switch sides. Impact squat. Blocks the low kick. Flatlines them.
Putain.
Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here?
Round 1.
So, what are our fighters planning in this opening round?
Yeah.
Parries the attack and the low is denied. Knockdown. Checking how their opponent reacts to fireball. The super armor does its job. Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. Taking stock. Comeback KO. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital.
Merde.
Sonic boom. Jump, decides to go fancy on that jump in, and takes care of it with a perfect parry. Going in, still scrapping for control of the space. The low heavy is denied. What'll happen here? Player 2 is barely hanging in there, but can still mount a comeback using their drive. Rolls out the Soba. Low heavy. This unleashes some big damage. All the throw connects. Amazing. Excellent block. Could we see a drive impact here? Defies gravity with a sets up with the jump in. They gotta dig down, wraps it up with the throw. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Adds a bit of OD spice. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player 2 didn't rely too much on drive in that last round, but they may be looking to mix things up. Going in, checks them with the boom. Experiencing burnout. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Time to reassess the situation. Crowns them from above. So, what's next? Checking with the fireball. How will they react? The low's blocked. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. Keeps them out. Looking to follow throws them. Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from the jaws of defeat? A jump in? Noticeable light clutch anti-air.
J'ai bien joué là. Ah ouais. Fallait pas aller faire le draft impact parce qu'il va contrer le truc quoi.
It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that window. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage. Tries to bait him with the projectile. That was a solid anti-air. Parries to cancel the fire. Parries the projectile. Parries the projectile. Now what's the follow? A battle of egos on display here as neither fighter wants to give up any ground. Player one is going to have a hard time managing their drive. The move whips and they get nailed with a punish counter. Taking stock. Player one needs to deal with this burnout. They've got the meter for a drive impact. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Both fighters planning something. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Experiencing burnout. Player two can't afford mistakes without that drive gear. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Hopes with the medium. Burnout activates. Time's almost up. Gotta hurry.
Ah putain, foiré.
Player one with a good start to the fight, but can they keep it up? Immediate jump in. Blows him. What's next? Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Player two will look to apply pressure here. Knockdown and max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. Player two has the life lead. Can they use it? Decides to go fancy on that jump in and takes care of it with a perfect parry. Player one
Merde.
onto that drive rush to keep it going. All the throw connects. A quick breather. Player two needs to use the threat of the corner here.
Putain.
Betting it all on the drive rush. They were not clear for takeoff.
Putain.
Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Beginning of
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Blocks the jump in. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Goes for the throw. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Cross up blocked.
Merde.
What's the play here? Perfect air to air. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. Had the radar up and running. Trips him up. Absorbs the attack and
Ah putain.
strings it all together. Reads their mind and texts the throw. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Player one, blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Player one is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. What'll happen here? In there! Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Jumps? Very solid corner switch. Player two will look to apply pressure here. Both fighters planning something? Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Knockdown and jumps in. Grabs and throws him away. Pokes with a medium kick. Reads the jump in perfectly. Their life is hanging. Cross up attack. Life lead ends the meter, hoping for a good return. They decide to take a breather to regroup. This is in there. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. We are here in the first round. Which one of them will let their fists do the talking? Throws them to negate the block. They're not going to allow any jump-ins. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Player two has them legit shook in the corner. Good job blocking the jump-in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player one is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Very solid corner switch. Life lead opens up.
Merde.
The jump-in is denied. Get some. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Hit them with
Ah putain.
combo with the target combo. The supporter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup? Saw that jump-in coming from a mile away and parries it perfectly. They just won't stop switching sides. Goes for the throw. Super hearts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Still slugging it out at this range. Jump. Overdrive check. What'll happen here? Calls out their shot and responds with authority. Gets the throw out of the hooligan. Medium kick. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Throw is denied. Serves them a knuckle sandwich. Player two with a slight lead. Will they capitalize? With super arts into play, this is gonna hurt. A jump. Anticipated that throw. Reads the jump in perfectly. Are they going to be able to... No! Critical art now? They should have kept this one classified, because it's straight up nasty. Delta red assault.
Assessing damage.
Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Medium kick. Denies the jump in.
Merde.
What a read. Escape denied. Piles on the corner pin.
Ah.
Player two was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win.
Ça, j'ai eu chaud. Peut-être j'ai failli perdre celle-là. Bizarre qu'il a pas rejoué.
Here comes a new challenger.
HP maxed, side quests done, and the skill tree's fully unlocked. Let's get it on. The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Throws him down. Lots of aggression from both sides. Starts off zoning with Fireball. All right. Player one has the life lead. Okay, they trade hits. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Knockdown. Player one can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. In a dire situation, get some. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Have the radar up and running. Rips the slasher out. Ghoul gain control of the match in the early going. Air slasher. You've got to be mindful of reach and jumping as this
Merde.
is a trick. Will we see a drive hit? Both fighters planning something? Player one needs to use the threat of the corner here. Drive gauge on deck. Are they gonna gun it? Can they create an opportunity for KO? Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Shoots off a fireball up close. Deal some damage with that quick combo. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Uses the parry. All right, what's coming up next? Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers to KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Had the radar up and running. Took him to the corner in a flash. A drive impact could end it all here. Knockdown and... slasher. Jumps up. Oh yeah! You gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Player 2 is barely hanging in, but can still mount a comeback using their drive. Reversal! Not going anywhere. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Finds the target. Jumps, reads the jump in perfectly. Flatline zone. Player 1 brings it home.
Putain, contre les 20 mules, je gagne pas. Hein. Je joue beaucoup contre les 20 000, hein, je trouve. Hein. Putain. Il n'y a que des 20 000. En plus, quand j'ai 19 000, et je joue que contre des 20 000.
Comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Starts with a jump in. Tries to bait him with the projectile.
Putain!
Escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Low heavy. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Managing their drive gauge well here can open up a lot of good chances for them later in the round. Gets the jump in. Life lead opens up. They've got the meter for a drive impact. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup? Oh, burnout triggered! Player 2 can't afford mistakes without that drive gauge. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Who will capitalize on an opening first? Oh, says no to the impact. Lots of distance here as both. Smart decision there. The chip damage was enough. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. The jump-in is denied. Hits with the overhead.
Merde.
Dashes up. Are you serious? They had a read on that jump-in the whole time? Max SA gauges, unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. What'll happen here? Looking for a chance. Rips the slasher out. A quick breather. Blocks, hits him with a stopping bomb. Aerial knee smash. Both fighters planning something? Will we see a drive in?
Merde.
There's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Are we going to see a comeback here? Are they going to be able to close it out? Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Immediate jump in. The last round. It's now or never. Barely blocks the jump in. We're just getting started here. Who will take control?
Merde, putain.
Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. This can lead to some big damage. All the throws connects. Anti-air in the clutch. Smart connects with the throw. Looking for a hole. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Sets up with the jump in. Not in range for the throw.
Godlike parry! Put him down with the axe!
Jump in parry.
Going in after flash axe!
Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. This can lead to some big damage. Oh my, the throw tech. Dangerous range here. Back to the... They're just gonna go for it with the super. Immaculate counter. Player one. Made some smart moves there. Great game. The first round begins. Anti-air in the clutch. Decides to go fancy on that jump in and takes care of it with a perfect parry. Whoa, talk about overextend. Answers that jump in with a perfectly timed parry. They made it look easy. What are they thinking here? Neither of them willing to back off. Checks them with a projectile. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. Does a good job of pushing back. Solid throw tech. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. They gotta pull the trigger on their drive. Will we see a drive hit? Blocks the impact. What'll happen here? KO! Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. From low heavy to... Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Jumps up. Looking for a chance. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Jumps in. Denied. Jump. There's a change of size. They've got the meter for a drive. It hits them with a stop and block. Both fighters crowns them from above. Closes with the throw. Hitting them with a smart touch. Player one brings it home.
Contre les 19 000, j'arrive à gagner, mais les autres, j'arrive pas.
Street Fighter 6.